At Transreport, we believe accessibility is a fundamental right for everyone. Everybody, regardless of whether you have disability or not, you should have the right to travel wherever you want to and whenever you want to. That's why we don't want to stop at rail. We want to develop a solution that can provide a door-to-door, multimodal, accessible experience for everyone. Why I started Transreport. Back in 2017, I was at an event where I met a disabled gentleman who's a wheelchair user. We discussed a lot of topics, including his experience using the public transport, especially on the railway network. He said to me that there are many occasions that he was unfortunately left at a station, won't be able to get on a train without the help with the staff. And sometimes he got on the train all right, but he couldn't get off at his destination. And there are even occasions where, unfortunately, he couldn't get to the disabled toilet and he had an incident and wet himself. That really opened my eyes. It was the first time I started paying attention to the experience of disabled people when they use public transport. So I went back during that weekend at Coventry in my garage, started to think about idea and built a prototype. And then through my colleague, I was able to present my prototype to the railway company's director. And very fortunately, the company directors, they were very forward-looking and they were supportive. So they said, well, Jay, we have an accessibility panel meeting on Thursday. Why don't you go and present your idea? So I went back home, further refined my idea. And then on Thursday, I went to present. Originally, we booked in for 15 minutes, just to roughly quickly run it through. And that 15 minutes turned into a 2-hour conversation. I demonstrate how my idea would work, where you have a passenger app, be able to download for free, and the user can register their profile, such as wheelchair, vision impairment, so on and so forth. And every time they need to travel, they just need to simply like buying a train ticket, sending that journey information to the system, where the system will send the information to the staff app, so the staff can have access to passengers' information and the travel details in real time. During that session, there were like 20 disabled passenger representatives, cover a whole spectrum of disabilities. There were wheelchair user, there were vision impaired passenger, there were people with a hearing impairment, and there were people with a learning difficulty. But I saw their face light up when they discussed the idea. And many of them turned around telling me that, Jay, this could change my life forever. And that hit me. And that's the moment I've decided to, look, I'm going to have to do something about this. The challenge we had to overcome, I think the biggest challenge we had was to develop one single solution that met the requirements of all 24 different rail operators. We worked very closely with the Department for Transport, Office for Rail and Road, the Rail Delivery Group, as well as Network Rail, to ensure whatever technology we provide will meet the requirements of all the passengers across the country traveling on different railway networks. It was the biggest challenge because we have to integrate with all different kind of systems within the industry, as well as take into account their operational requirements. It took us 3.5 years to crack this, but finally we achieved this by working super hard and with our disabled audience, as well as rail operator representatives.